I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. What's up YouTube, it's Monkey DN, back at you with another video. So I'm just gonna assume you all read the last chapter of One Piece. Pretty crazy stuff going on, but what I really want to focus on today is the matchup between Sanji and King. This was definitely an unexpected battle, as many people thought that King would fight Zoro. And it's not to say that Zoro won't fight King, I'm pretty sure they will. It's just that Sanji being put in the mix is a little surprising. And for some odd reason, which I do not like, is that many people are downplaying Sanji. I mean, I understand where people are coming from because of the disrespect and L's that Sanji has taken post time skip. I mean, from what we've seen so far, he broke his leg fighting against Virgo. He takes on Doflamingo and gets defeated relatively easily. And he more or less hasn't had a real or serious battle where he takes on a tough opponent. However, I just want to rebuttal these statements. First of all, he broke his leg fighting against Virgo when his body was weakened because Nami was in it and when Lost switched their hearts. Also, keep in mind that Virgo is no slouch. He's the right-hand man of Doflamingo and a vice admiral who defeated Smoker very easily. And in his battle against Doflamingo, yeah, he took the L, but even his captain Luffy struggled a lot with defeating him. And not only that, Doflamingo acknowledged Sanji's strength when he came to save the crew, and he was like, "Oh, a strong one." And from what we've seen so far, he doesn't say that statement much to anybody. Even Luffy himself. People also like to downplay Sanji because of the whole Cake Island arc. People just assume that Sanji will have an intense matchup or get the W because it's quote unquote his arc. However, the story is more so focused around his story arc and his character more so than his battle prowess. That doesn't necessarily mean that he will get stronger. In Whole Cake Island, Sanji did display some pretty cool feats. I mean, he was able to blitz Oven and save Chiffon without anyone even seeing him. I mean, I would understand the riffraffs not being able to see him because he moves so fast, but at least Oven should have been able to see him or any other strong characters, but he's so fast that you can't even see him. He literally saved her in a blink of an eye. That's light speed basically. He also clashed with some other strong characters, you know, such as Daifuku, and he even attacked Big Mom when he tried to save Reiju with Luffy. After the Whole Cake Island arc, when he gets his raid suit, we see Sanji throw hands with Page 1 of the 6 Tobiropo, and we don't know how strong Page 1 is compared to the rest of the Tobiropo, but I would say that he's at least in the middle of the pack in terms of strength and based off the portrayal that he's been shown to have so far. Based on the hierarchy system that Kaido has, the Tobiropo should be slightly under the 3 calamities, significantly stronger than numbers and gifters. I mean, Kaido even made it a point to say that you can earn your spot to become a calamity by defeating one of the 3 calamities. So if you defeat Queen, King, or Jag, you basically have the honor or you have the right to become one of the 3 calamities. So in terms of strength, the Tobiropo are more than likely weaker than the commanders, but they should be able to at least throw hands for a little bit before they get defeated. And I'm just gonna lowball the Tobiropo, okay? I'm just gonna say that they would be easily defeated by the commanders, which is, to be honest, is more than likely the case. But now to put that in perspective and go back to my point earlier, Sanji faced up against Page 1 in his raid suit and absolutely demolished him. I mean, he blitzed and destroyed Page 1 when it was his first time putting on the suit, man. Like, he was only testing it out, yet he's able to do so much damage. And there's more than likely a lot of techniques that we haven't seen yet and that Sanji doesn't fully understand in his raid suit. But the fact that Sanji destroyed a Tobiropo easily puts him on a level above the Tobiropo. So begs the question, is Sanji in commander level? And this is a very tough question to answer, and you may disagree with me, but yes. Yeah, Sanji, I believe he is for sure on commander level. I mean, like I said earlier, he defeated one of Tobiropo's really easily, and considering the fact that he was just testing it out, so that means he'll only get stronger from here, and the fact that the Tobiropos are actually somewhat close to the commanders, and the fact that Sanji defeated him so easily, yeah. It's not even a question for me. I mean, just story-wise, Sanji has to be able to defeat a commander on his own because he's on Luffy's crew. I mean, Luffy needs to focus on Big Mom and Kaido. He doesn't want to waste his time on the commanders anymore. Like, Luffy at this point in the story is stronger than the commanders. Luffy's gonna be the Pirate King at the end of the series, so Sanji has to be, by the end of the series, Admiral level at bare minimum, most likely Yonko level by the end of the series. And currently in the story, he has to be at least within the lower echelons of the commander level. I mean, considering that the story's almost over, he has to be at least this level. In his final battle, which is most likely going to be against Queen, it will be his most difficult battle. I mean, I'm not going to say he's going to be able to defeat commanders easily, obviously, but it's going to be the most struggle he's ever had in any battle. He's going to have to push his limits in order to beat whichever commander he's fighting. It's going to be similar to how Luffy surpassed his limits in order to defeat Katakuri and Whole Cake Island. In the last chapter, we did see Sanji get pummeled by King, but I mean, King did kind of get the jump on Sanji. I'm sure Sanji is a little injured, but it can't be too serious. What I think will happen in the upcoming chapters is Zoro is going to come to save Sanji, and they're both, I think they're both going to work together. They're going to set aside their differences, you know, and they're going to work together to fight King, which is actually pretty crazy because that's something I really like to see, because they've always been rivals, and the fact that they put aside their own differences, like, yeah, this man is tough. We should probably work together, you know. I mean, like, it is a pretty big stakes on the line. We shouldn't waste our time fighting against each other. But what I think will happen is they'll fight, right? Sanji and Zoro against King, but then Queen will intervene and Sanji will take on Queen, and Zoro will be like, lead King to me. So they both go on to their one-on-one fights, and maybe to be honest, maybe like Frankie and Brook would help Sanji fight Queen for a little bit, and then eventually leave Sanji alone, and some other characters will help Zoro fight King, and then eventually they'll leave them to their one-on-one, because I really want them to have their one-on-one battle so that they can be taken seriously as a force, and to prove that they're both on commander levels, both Sanji and Zoro. This is how I want it to go, but knowing Oda, he's very unpredictable, so a lot of random things could happen that I'm not even sure. Like, you know One Piece, you know how it goes. But I still really want to see that one-on-one battle. I really want to see Sanji take that W and display his true strength and prove that he's in commander level. The same goes for Zoro and possibly Jinbei. I mean, Luffy's already proved his point of being commander level, and at this point, he might be able to throw hands with one of the Yonkos, at least for a little bit, you know? Anyways, what do you guys think? Do you guys think Sanji's commander level? Where do you think he stands in terms of power? Leave in the comments down below. If you guys have any comments or anything to say, leave in the comments down below. I'm Monkey Yen, and I'm signing off.